Ever since I was a kid, I've always wondered what life after death was like. One day, my wondering almost became reality. I fell off a wall, and on impact, I seen myself lying there. So in 2005, I created a group of paranormal investigators. We set out on a journey to capture and document all things paranormal. These are our paranormal case files. On this episode of Paranormal Case Files of PPI, the team investigates the Clinton House located right here in our hometown of Poughkeepsie, New York. The house was built in 1765 and was actively utilized from 1777 to 1783 when Poughkeepsie was the capital of New York State. After a fire in 1783, General George Washington ordered carpenters to rebuild this important structure. It is named in tribute to George Clinton, first governor of New York State, who resided here in Poughkeepsie, New York for 21 years. This will be the first time the Clinton House has ever been investigated. So what will the team find? Stay tuned to find out on this episode of Paranormal Case Files of PPI.
Hello, I'm Aura from Poughkeepsie Paranormal Investigators, and I'm here with Betsy at the Clinton House of Poughkeepsie, New York. How are you tonight?
I'm fine. Thank you for coming. I'm excited about you being here.
So are we. Very excited. What is your title here at the Clinton House?
I'm the Executive Director of the Dutchess County Historical Society, which is housed in the Clinton House. So that's what that is.
That's cool. How long have you been doing that?
I'm going on to my third year.
Okay. And you're enjoying every minute of it, right?
I am. Some days I enjoy it more than others, which I think is normal.
Things come up, right?
Exactly.
Can you give us a little history of the Clinton House?
Sure. There are really only two houses that are buildings that are dating back to the American Revolution that are still standing in the city of Poughkeepsie. Ours is one, and it's a Georgian manor style, really, at the corner of Main and North White Street. It wasn't known as, it wasn't a Georgian completely style when it started. It was only a two-room type of home. But this is now here, and it's Clinton House, and has obviously been added on in the years. And no one knows exactly when it was built, but it came down through various purchases or grants, and eventually was built either by Claire Everett or his son-in-law Heuven Cleek, who built it because he married Claire Everett's daughter, so Maria. So that's sort of how the beginning, and it was part of a crown patent that went to people by the name of Harmens and Sanders, and that's how most of the land was granted at that particular time. This is way before, obviously, the Revolutionary time. And Claire Everett eventually got it from this patent. He was the High Sheriff of Dutchess County from 1754 to 1760, and so he was like a land speculator per se. And then he took four of these lots and took the area and divided it into four lots, and then the Clinton House came into existence. And it's not too sure. We know that he paid taxes in 1765, and then a map from 77 does show a house on the property. So we can date it a little bit back to it. There's also a lintel stone, which is kept at the Historical Society, and it does not mark for public viewing, but it's marked HVK. And so we think that yes, we think that's the Van Cleek who built the house. So that's sort of where we are now. Confusion is that people think that the governor lived here, but he didn't. He was not. He was never a tenant, but he was our first governor, so it was really named in his honor. And what happened was that in 1979, eventually, the house, we became part of this house's historical society. It was saved by the DAR. It was going to be completely destroyed or at least sold, and the DIR said no way. And so they have a room upstairs. Since they
That's
are
the
really
Daughters of American Revolution.
That's correct. And so the particular chapter is that they were very responsible for saving this building, and we certainly were extremely appreciative of that. And we're not too sure what it was all used for, either during the Revolution really, or even a little bit even afterwards. We're surmising because Udny Hay, who was part of the original, let's say, cabinet of Clinton, stayed here because when there was a fire here, he was the one who petitioned to have the house rebuilt.
Okay.
So we're assuming that that was, that because he was here, and that's sort of where. So we think that the legislature and various military people probably lived or met here. Not necessarily lived here, but certainly was part and parcel of it. Clinton was a visitor here, obviously, and prior to his removal in 1777. So we know that that's, I think, perhaps the reason why they named it also as the governor. And Udny Hay, he was the purchaser of the house, and he was a Scotsman, and he served from 1776 to 1780 in the quartermaster department of the Continental Army. So when he resigned his commission, they decided he was going to move here. Then there was this fire, and he petitioned Washington to rebuild this. Washington gave him funds in order to do that. So it's kind of nice. And so that was really it. And then after he held the property until 1786, and then it was seized for debt. And it was sold to Melanchthon Smith and Hendrik Wyckoff. And Melanchthon Smith is a very interesting individual because he had a lot to do with the signing of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. So that's very interesting, and there's always a question on where he's really buried, and I believe that Judge Rosenblatt and a couple other historians are always looking for this burial ground of where he is. So in the 19th century, it went through many owners, and then, as I said, it's called the Poughkeepsie chapter. The DIR took possession of the house, and then they transferred ownerships to the state of New York. So this house is owned by the state of New York. And so we have to always petition to the state of New York, to the parks under which it is, to get any repairs. So it's kind of, it takes a long time for us to get things done. So we work very hard in trying to maintain this house. And that's really it. That's a summary, a little bit of it.
Oh, lovely, lovely. That's just what we're looking for. We love history.
Good.
And we treat it with the utmost respect as well. Since you've been here, have you noticed anything that's been odd or strange that, you really couldn't explain might have happened? A door closing, a cold wind or anything?
Right now, the only thing I can explain is I don't know why it's so cold upstairs. Like I try to
it's very
deal
warm
with it.
down here.
Temperature's warm down here, but it's cold upstairs, and I try to regulate our little temperature guide. It's not moving. Like the
And
power's off, so
that
maybe
just
something's
happened
happening. It's just today.
Just happened today?
Right, so who knows?
You never know. Okay, so since nothing's ever happened, then you're perfectly comfortable in here at night. And,
Absolutely.
So.
I'm not usually here at night. I close by 5 o'clock. That's usually the latest. I do have some meetings that go a little bit later than that, but usually not more than 5:30.
Okay. It's more frightening outside, I think, than it is inside.
I think so too. I feel very secure here.
Right. So what would you like the Poughkeepsie Paranormal Investigators to do for you? Is there any specific, you're looking for anything? Or?
I'm not really looking for anything. It'd be interesting to see what you find or hear or not hear, because it is old. And you never know what occurred here before or what happened to the people who were really living here. So it's part of history. So it'd be interesting to hear what you find.
Well, it'd be our pleasure, and we're so looking forward to it, and we hope we can give you lots of good information and to take it on for your anybody that comes in, the visitors, to hear about and see about.
We would love it. So
Thank
it's going to
you
be good publicity.
Very good. Well, thank you very much, Betsy.
You're very welcome.
Anybody with us here tonight? Would like to talk? Like to know if anybody's here who wants to talk to us? It's a beautiful home, beautiful building. It's not quite sure what it was used for, so maybe you can help us and help the Historical Society get more information. Mr. Clinton, did you use this as a meeting room? We're here for your benefit. Communicate with you. You got something you want to...
Somebody just knocked?
Came from outside.
Oh, it was outside?
Yeah.
That sounded like it was right in the roll.
Yeah, it sounded like, yeah. That's why I asked.
Like two pieces of wood went knocked.
Yeah, click, click, yep.
That didn't sound like outside. Is there anybody here with us? That was my camera. Was that you that knocked?
It's me, walking.
If you did not, can you give a name, please? My name is Laura. We have Ed and Jimmy here. You must be amazed at how many buildings that built up around this meeting house. Probably was the only building in the whole area at your time. With this machine here, you can talk to us. All you have to do is answer yes and no questions. And see, just like that.
Oh, mine's coming.
Yep.
See it?
If you touch it, light it up for yes.
Mine, we'll see.
And for no answers, you don't light it up. And it's easy for you to light it up by waving your hand over it. So obviously it looks like you're coming into view. We thank you for coming. We mean you no harm, no disrespect. We only want to communicate. So based on that, yes and no questions, light it up for yes, don't light it up for no. Is Governor Clinton here right now? Well, you can do harder than that. You gotta go all the way up higher. That's too low. Are there any children in here? Mr. Van Cleek, are you in here? You're trying very hard. But you need to get real close to it.
If you are in here, come over and light my light up. I'll be here at my K2. My K2 over here is pulsating, so
Yeah, it's pulsating.
I don't know if it's the EMFs are so high in here.
Well, it could be the furnace too,
Because
clicking
the
on.
furnace too has it. Yeah. Now it's solid.
If there's anyone in here at all that would like to speak with us, please feel free to do so now. Are there any Revolutionary War soldiers still here?
Did George Washington actually be in this house or no?
Not George,
No.
not George Washington.
No. How about
His-
Abraham Lincoln?
No presidents.
Oh, okay.
George Washington was summoned to ask to get his architecture in here to rebuild after the fire.
Oh, so what they did was they probably sent him a message.
Mm-hmm.
With a guy with a horse.
Yep.
Awesome.
So, you gentlemen that were in the American Revolution, we want to thank you very much, because without you and doing what you did, there would be no America. There would be another Britain. So with that, we applaud you and we thank you. We'd love to have you come out and talk to us. You want to show yourself to us. You can touch us. Anything you want to do, anything you can get the energy to do. We're very proud of you. Is this the old section she said?
This is the original. Yes.
Original here, okay.
Yeah, these two rooms. What's that buzzing?
I don't hear anything.
You don't hear it buzzing?
Mm-mm.
Ed, do you hear it?
Hey, where's it coming from?
You hear it, right?
My ears are crazy. They're like
It
pulsating.
sounds like a ringing in your ear.
Yeah, I got it too over here.
Mike, do you hear that?
I don't hear
Step in here real quick. Tell me if you could hear it.
Wow, my ears are ringing like crazy.
My ear, it sounds like if your ear was ringing.
Yeah.
That's the way mine are right now, Jimmy. The same.
Do you hear like that buzzing, that ringing?
Oh, like a quiet noise that when you don't hear anything, it rings?
Like a
Yeah,
Like a
like when it's
continuous-
dead silent and you hear
Yeah, it's like a.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you hear it?
I hear it, yeah.
Where is it coming from? It's like a alarm or
Yeah,
something.
it's like it's when you're quiet and you're. Yeah, I understand. It's only in here.
Huh?
It's only in here.
It's in this room, right? Now it's starting to like dissipate and
Now I
go.
don't hear
It's dissipating now.
it. Yeah.
I don't hear it at all.
Oh yeah,
Shh,
now.
shh, shh. Now it's gone.
Yeah, I don't hear it.
Yeah, it's gone now.
It could have been the bathroom or if somebody like.
No, it's like right in here somewhere.
Oh.
We're gonna die in 7 days. Nah,
Why would the phone be? You know?
I heard
Did
a
you
sigh.
just hear that?
A sigh.
Did you just hear
Did you
that?
hear that?
It said what, but I think it was Betsy.
No, it was not.
I
It
heard
came
a
from
sigh.
right over here.
I
Oh
heard
my
a sigh.
I heard it from over there.
No,
No,
it was right over here,
Right
man.
over here it was.
We could play it back, right?
Yeah, we
It
got
was
all the
a
real
sign.
time
Let's
running.
play it back. I don't know how to play it back.
Yeah, hold on. We'll just let it go.
It went,
Yeah, it was not her. It was
it
not.
wasn't me.
I heard a what?
I heard something, but I don't know what it was.
Like the phone rang, it was
Right
like,
over here,
what?
man.
Yeah,
That's what I
Right
heard.
over here.
Okay, so you.
the phone rang once.
And then somebody picked up and said, what? That's what I heard. I mean, I could be wrong.
I heard.
It sounded like it was from right in this room with
It
us.
sounded
It
very
went-
close, you're right.
Yeah.
Just like that,
Yeah,
Well, that's what I heard. Like a.
come on.
like a
Just
sigh.
like that.
Now the most activity's going on because I'm not watching the screen.
That was
That's
cool.
right.
So they're running around downstairs, you're going crazy.
That was.
Good stuff.
Our ancestors, who went to the American Revolution, our ancestors were the soldiers. So you're all related. I need you to understand this.
I got something over here.
What is it that you're doing?
Viewing.
You playing games with us?
The 8-camera DVR system set out throughout the house. We do it because, you know, we all can't be in, you know, the same spot all at once. So if something happens, say in the upstairs bedroom when we're not all there, you know, we have this camera to fall back on and it records all the time. And it definitely comes in handy when, you know, we're not there. So let's pick up.
Yeah, these floors are really.
Yeah, they're quite squeaky.
What do you think? You think you should go downstairs? Cellar or?
Yeah, I think we could move on to the basement.
Where the newspapers are.
Yeah.
Maybe a session from the meeting room, ouch.
Again, spikes right here, Ed?
It might be the.
Come right here again, because it went red line right here.
What happened?
I don't know. That's constant there. Could it be wiring?
It could be.
See?
Yeah, it could be.
What happened?
Oh, my K2 was going off.
Oh.
I think it's because of the wiring. Could be. Who knows? Not sure. Definitely a lot of high EF in here. Holy mackerel.
Now, guys, this basement, it's all filled stone.
Yeah, so that's a huge. That's almost like granite, right? Like a energy field for them. Energy.
Well, that's limes and quartz.
Field stone.
Look at that. K2 is higher down
Oh my
here.
God.
Well, the basement, I believe the furnace is right in the back there.
EVP session, Jimmy, Ed, Ara in the basement at the Clinton house. Anybody down here? Anybody want to talk?
You've got all these old newspapers. There should be a lot of people down here talking about the old current events and events.
Alright, can you shine your light on real quick over here? No, I just wanted, it looks charred right there. Just wanted to see if that was because of the fire or... No, it's just paint or something.
That's where I got that picture of that girl, little boy or something back there.
Well, that's the junction box where all the power is coming from.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get a high EMF reading over here. What was that?
What was that?
What the
Did you
hell?
hear that?
Did you hear that?
Oh, that was a loud one.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
I don't know. It was a loud whisper, though.
That was like almost a scream.
Like a.
Yeah, like a ow.
So what'd you do? Did you interrupt on something? Did you jump in on something?
Oh no, we were just
I don't know,
kind
we
of
were just
talking,
talking.
and it just.
Got the junction box.
And the thing is this furnace is running right, and I got the chills like crazy
I do
right
too
now.
now.
I
Wow.
am freezing right
Really
now.
bad freezing. I am too.
Who's down here with us? Can you make that noise again, please?
Try to do a light on you guys. We heard you. We
Can-
heard you loud and clear. You just need to speak up again.
Can you scream again, please?
Go glad you heard that because I wasn't sure what it was.
Yeah, I heard it. It was definitely a female.
Yep. That definitely was a female. Now I'm freezing.
I was chilled to the bone.
Now I'm free, right to the bone. Oh my God, I'm freezing. Are you in here with us?
Did you hear it again?
I heard
I
it
was
with my own
talking.
ears this time.
I heard it again.
I heard it.
Now I'm not cold.
I'm freezing.
I'm chilled to the bone.
I was chilled just a minute ago, like it went right through
Oh
me.
my God, I got something right with me too. Right around me. Right with me right now. There is.
Who's here with us? Can you give us your name, please?
Can you talk again? Can you scream again, please?
Alright, the furnace just went out.
Can you talk? Please talk again. Now we can hear you.
What's your name? As Zara stated, my name is Jimmy. Ed, she's Zara. Can you give us your name?
Something back there. See, that was me.
I'm gonna step
What
up in
the
front of you
heck
here.
is that?
What?
What is that? Is there something going across there?
I don't see anything.
Look it. And that was that way, not towards the camera.
I don't see anything. It's black.
Balls.
This is EVP session in the attic of the Clinton House in Poughkeepsie, New York. My name is Jimmy. Ed Bates. Mike on the camera. Is there anyone up here that would like to communicate with us? I have two different devices in my hand. This one here with the green lights is called a K2 meter. What it does is if you put your hand near it, try to touch it, lights will light up like it is right now. The closer you come to it, the more lights will light up. Just like that. Can you come any closer, please? Can you make it go to red? What I have in my other hand here, in my left hand, it's an audio recorder. What it does is record your voice. If you speak loud enough or scream into this device here, I'll be able to hear you. Again, my name is Jimmy, this is Ed. All we want to do is talk. Are there any soldiers from the Revolutionary War here? Can you give us your name? Your rank, perhaps? As you know, Betsy and the Historical Society is trying to keep this house together. Are you happy that she's doing that? Has anyone died in this house? Has anyone passed away? You have to give us some kind of sign that you're here with us. You could knock on an object, move it, or just come touch these green lights right here. That's all you have to do. We come with peace. We mean you no harm. We would just like to know more about this. What was that?
What the hell was that?
I heard knocking.
Yeah. Right over here and back of me.
It sounded like, yeah, it sounded like it was coming from over here.
Oh wow.
You got a light?
Boy, do I got chills.
You have a light, Ed?
Yeah.
No, I can't see anything, bro.
There you go.
Watch these things right here.
Yeah, it was right over here. Wow, do I got chills. My legs are so... Oh my god, they're like pins in... Like when your leg falls asleep? Or your foot?
Was that you knocking over here? Can you do that again, please? You got our attention.
That was pretty cool.
We're right where you want us. You knocked. We came. Can you tell us your name? Can you repeat this, please? Did you hear what sounded like a scream?
It was like
Yeah, was that
Feel
from
like a
outside or?
scream. I don't know.
I mean, I can't see. There's no windows or anything
I
up here
heard a
for.
faint scream. I did.
Well, that's the thing. There's no windows up here for it to.
It was crazy. Something's definitely up here with
Ed,
us.
is that the only light you have on you?
Yeah.
Shine it up. I want to see what's up there. It's
Just
just the roof.
Just your roof and your beams and...
Yeah, I don't see any windows for it to.
I heard a light scream, I did. It was like a light one.
I wonder. Let me see your light real quick, Ed. I just want to see what's.
That's a long passageway back there. Oh, listen. I just heard something over here in the corner, talking.
Did you?
Yes, someone was talking, a young girl.
Where?
Like, plain as day, right here. Right over here where this old mat, where this old bed is.
Are you over here?
Maybe there's something to do with the bed.
Can you talk to us, please?
Like it was right over here, dude.
Was this your bed?
Oh my god, it's crazy.
Ed heard you talking. Can you talk to me? I can hear you if you're talking to this.
It was like a regular conversation, almost. Two young girls, like a girl, young girl. Could be the one to another that were knocking, like a knock.
Well, the thing is like I said, there's no windows up here.
Yeah, I know there is.
There's no way that if it was outside voices that it would emit into the attic.
It was
I mean, they would really have to be screaming in order
It was
for it
definitely
to.
a scream. It was definitely a faint scream because I heard it, and I heard the girls. They were like talking over here. It was weird.
All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step away. If you want my attention, all you have to do is come near this green light right there and light it up for me, okay? I'll give you your space. I'll respect you. I feel very honored to be able to investigate this house. This is one of our passions, and especially doing it in our hometown of Poughkeepsie. It's very nice. Not only do we get to spread the word about history of the Clinton house here, but it's something that we could share with everybody. So if there's something that you'd like us to share for you, just state it, talk it. I could hear you. I just seen a flash. I wonder if art is downstairs taking flash and like camera. like water running or something? Yeah, maybe the bathroom. Yeah. See, again, I can't hear where it's coming from. To me, it sounds like it's like behind me.
Yeah. Want the weird real-time audio?
Yeah.
Are you picking up any voices or anything?
Nothing. Nope. Didn't get anything. It seems that if there is activity here, that it's more so in that main house, you know, the meeting room, and in the
Yeah.
basement.
Yeah. The hell is all that?
It's not me.
What's going on?
Look.
It's like somebody's running back and forth or doing
Look.
something.
Look
Yeah,
what I'm
I
doing.
know.
It's not me. I'm
And Mike,
pretty much jumping up
he's
and down.
absolutely still.
Yeah, he's not moving.
What
You're
the
not
hell's
moving.
going on in here? Like somebody would run back and forth.
All right. Well, I think that we gave you enough time to communicate with us. Is there anyone in here that would like to talk with us, please? This is going to be our last session here. Then we're going to wrap it up and call it a night. So, if there's anything that you'd like to share with us, perhaps a message that we could pass on, now is your time to do that.
Get the camera out.
I just heard hay. Real faint hay.
I heard like a,
Like a hay. I did. It was like hay.
did you hear something, Mikey, in that?
I didn't hear anything.
I heard like a, I'll see what I. What's your name? Are you a soldier?
That was a noise from upstairs. It's creaking from upstairs.
If you're a soldier, what was your rank? Did you serve under George Washington? I'm pulling the chair out. What's the significance of this building to you? Are we disturbing you? Did anybody get hurt or die in the fire? Is Governor Clinton here? Are they walking around upstairs?
I don't think they are.
I'm hearing footsteps.
That's what I heard.
I heard a clink. Are you in here? Are you walking around?
That was from upstairs.
That was them?
Not sure if it was them, but it was from upstairs.
Yeah, it was. I can hear it. Can you come down here with us, please?
It's a car. That was them. I'm gonna roll until battery dies. It's just about dead.
Can you do something to show that you're here, please? Knock on the walls. Light up our lights.
Not over here, phone beep. You know? Did you just hear that?
Oh my God!
Did you just hear that?
Did you hear that?
It said it. That's where all the power is coming from.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get a high EMF
We
reading.
sure are.
What was that?
What was that?
What the
Did you
hell?
hear-
What was? Did you not hear? Did you hear us up there talking? It's very
No.
echoey. It's very.
I didn't hear nobody talking.